Athens Bulldogs basketball has a rich history of success. The program reached its pinnacle in the 1963-64 season when Athens had its only undefeated regular season in Bulldogs history.
First game is going to always be with me. It was the day that John F. Kennedy was shot. We won 92-54. It was kind of the start of a season where we thought we're going to be pretty good.
Athens' success can be attributed to a living legend in the community, Coach Charles McAfee. During his tenure as Athens headman, McAfee amassed 316 of his 571 career wins. Former players describe Coach McAfee as an old-fashioned style of coach.
He was just physical, he was big, and he was excited in the game, and I can remember a couple times sitting on the bench and one of the guys messed up and he reached over and just like with one hand just like lifted me up off the bench and get in there, get him out of there, he's not playing defense.
I think it was getting on the verge where the coaching style would have to change. I mean, some kids can take that, some kids can't take that. And I think that today, he was a Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight.
But he expected a lot of things out of you.
There's a picture of me in a huddle with McAfee about 3 inches from my face hollering at me about something. But after the game, he was just like a normal person. But during the game, he really got into it.
Coach McAfee proved to be a tough act to follow. Fred Gibson, known in town as Gibby, found that out in his first season as head coach in 1975.
Took the job and won 3 games my first year and thought, wow, so this is what it's all about. And it took me about 4 years to get over 500. By the time I got done, I'd won 205 and figured that I knew a little bit about coaching, but when you try to follow a legend in your own hometown where you played, it's one of the toughest things there is.
The Athens girls basketball program tipped off as a varsity sport in the late 70s. Star center Katie Kostoris led the Lady Bulldogs in the 1990s. Kostoris is the Athens girls' all-time leader in scoring and rebounding.
I was more proud, I think, of my rebounding record than the scoring record. It's kind of funny because when we were younger, my dad used to coach me, and they wanted to stress defense, right? Because defense wins games. Well, he would give a bag of jelly beans to whoever got the most rebounds. And so I was really into jelly beans.
The past success of the Athens Bulldogs basketball program has set a high standard of excellence for future generations of the green and gold.